agree with that. That deserves a... Wait for us.
Score!
But unfortunately, he didn't score, did he? He just kind of like, nah. So my kid, what are you making for breakfast this morning? I had cereal, which is, you guys know, I don't usually have cereal, so, whoa. What?
There's a small marble plate near the tomb doors.
Okay.
Push it.
The plate is locked in position.
There's a key.
There's a keyhole on the plate, but Gabriel can't operate that without a key.
Yeah, I have a sense too. I'm going to push the
Moving
place.
the vases would not solve a thing.
If there's anything with the
The tomb is much too heavy.
dollar, say it.
The tomb is much too heavy. Moving the vase. Gabriel looks at and in the vases, but he doesn't see anything he wants to take. The heavy marble doesn't budge. The tomb is much... Gabriel doesn't want to disturb that part.
One thing that makes this game a little frustrating is
San Luis Cemetery, number 1,
check off like
is
all
one of the most
that
historic
milestones.
and
Like
beautiful
this
places
one
in the
thing.
French Quarter.
Scroll up. Okay, hold on, scroll up. Scrambled cheese, eggs, and toast. I missed our weekend usuals. So you don't do your usual bacon, gluten-free pancakes, and all that stuff anymore? Well, scrambled eggs and cheese and toast still sounds pretty good. Like I said, I had cereal, which I must be getting really bland because I don't usually. Even Chad says, Mel, you're having milk and cereal. I said, yes, because you didn't make me any breakfast. If you had made me some breakfast, then perhaps I would have plenty. But you didn't, so I thank you. And speaking of thank you guys, I want to do a special shout out for Jinxie, who has been my friend over the years and is hosting, and see what she's been up to. She's killing it these days, and I'm so proud of her. Here we go.
So we're just gonna have to kill her.
There's hatting time.
Seems like the next logical step.
She got a lot further in hatting time than I ever did. Did you know? It sounds like this one, this one place we used to go. Hold on, Serena. It sounds like this one place in Wisconsin we used to go to in the Wisconsin Dells. That is the called the Mystic Quest and the Wizard's Quest, and in there was a little like game thing you could do with your family, and you had to solve 4 quests, and you had to find puzzles, and you had to find hidden seek items, and you would press the computer screen and it'd go, did you know that the horn swallow blah 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 does blah blah blah? And so, did you know that bacon is made of 100% beef? Is it really? What about if it's gluten-free, and what if it's turkey? There's a shop with a sign that says noted bacon is all made with 100% beef. They have no pork in it, which is weird because I always thought bacon came from a pig. So how could it be made from 100% beef unless you did beef bacon? And has anybody ever tried beef bacon? I've tried turkey bacon, and I can tell you I do not like it. No, sir, Sam, I do not like beef with my bacon and on my ham. Okay, so let's, so I did not know that. And I find that interesting, except that you can make jerky with any kind of meat. And believe it, any kind of meat can be made for jerky. So can you make bacon slices? Because basically all you're doing is you're like shearing off the meat. But Mike said, bacon is made from pig. But there's variances such as turkey bacon. is turkey bacon made from turkeys? Do they sit there and slice off the meat and treat it the same way? I do not know. But if you know, please share. Okay. Okay. We're gonna walk our ass right over here. There's nothing else here. For now, that's it. We needed to have our love connection with Malia Getty. And we needed Leisure Suit Larry to be like, yeah, baby. Okay, are we ready to deal with these or no?
Did you write those down?
I have better yet. Hold on and hang the fort. You talk to the chat. I'll be right back.
Watch this. We're actually going to move to now.
Somewhere there's a...
Who said you'd be in the driver's?
Gabriel already... The marks are reddish in color and reminds Gabriel of crosses.
There we
It's
go.
getting late.
There we go.
Okay. Please move. Ta-da!
Well, that's not what I was asking. That's nice to have what we need.
Okay.
Whoa! Hey!
Excuse me. I'm going inside.
Oh, excuse me, I'm afraid St. George's is closed for the day.
I'm not a customer. I'm here to see the owner.
Why don't you just leave your name and number with me, and I'll tell him you stopped by.
Listen, if Gabriel is here, he'll want to see me. Is he here?
Really couldn't say for certain, but in the morning...
Gracie, say goodnight.
Good night, Gracie.
You
Ooh.
came. I didn't think you would.
I should.
I didn't think I would either.
Your eyes. Oh, I could show you around a little. Yeah, it's not much, but...
Please, don't. I couldn't focus on much of anything right now.
Yeah, I know. God, what is it about you?
Just shut up and kiss me.
Shut up and kiss me.
All right.
Just shut up and kiss me.
Boot scene.
Coffee kiss. Day 4. So guess what happened? They sat there and they talked about garbanzo beans. Neither a no chickpeas. Neither a chick nor beans. Peas. I messed up the joke. It went stale. Okay, they were talking about garbanzo beans. It's neither a chick nor a I did it again. Chickpeas. Mike Gazer. Facepalm, facepalm, facepalm.
Oh. Why'd you move off?
I don't know. Ooh, early in the morning. Well, she wasn't killing anyone that night. They were killing it.
Walk of shame.
Woo! Load it!
Oh. What's she gonna say now?
She's not going to say a word. Let him get his coffee. The man used up all of his energy last
Somebody's
night.
staring.
You're not speaking to me this morning?
Yeah.
Don't be silly. I just have nothing to say.
Did you find out anything about that pattern I gave you?
Yeah, I did find something.
She's staring.
I checked the microfiche at the public library. I found an article about a murder in 1810. The newspaper published a part of a pattern found around the body. It looks damn close.
You're incredible. All that work.
Forget it.
Have it your way.
Okay, so she is pissed at me because I had Melia Getty last night.
What are the dude?
I'm going.
Have you noticed this guy outside the shop?
Yeah. He gives me the creeps. I wish he'd go away.
Now the,
Get the hell out of here.
The figure outside does not respond.
but now...
Get the hell out of here.
The figure outside does not respond.
Get the hell out of here.
The figure...
He's still there. I wish he'd move or something.
He hasn't moved an inch since he showed up.
Today's newspaper. You got lucky last night.
Picayune, dated June 21st,
You are feeling tired.
1993.
Thank you so much, Mike Cade, for the shout out. For the amazing gift subs. I really appreciate it. Ninja Gaiden, thank you. All right.
Gabriel skips the Voodoo Murders article. What a farce. And rereads his horoscope. Death walks
Was there
close to you
anything about
today.
the voodoo murder?
Resist
Yeah, they said the
temptation,
case was closed.
lest
Ah,
I
case is
fall
closed.
on you too.
Peachy.
Peachy King, Josephine. All right. Okay.
Okay. Well, we want to probably go back to Napoleon's.
Oh yeah, and we also should see Tulane University too and see if he
I'll be
has-
back later.
Yeah.
Don't hurry back on my account.
Then we want to look overlook part later on.
Okay.
Probably even talk to Mosley at some point.
All right. Okay. All right. Give me a second to do it in phases. Too much TMI is like I can't remember everything. Okay. Sam.
Sam, my man.
Hey there, it's you. I got that bracelet for you.
Yay! I got a bracelet.
This piece was a real toughie. For some reason, the metal just wasn't setting.
You think
I
20
must
years
be
of
out of
playing chess
practice.
games instead?
Well, it looks good to me. Thanks, Sam.
No problem. By the way, I'm heading out of town tonight.
Yeah, where to?
Marcus used to tell me that if I ever beat him at chess, he'd take me around the royals.
The old bastard has enough money stuffed in his mattress to cover the federal deficit, and he hates spending a penny of it. I'm gonna enjoy watching him squirm through every mile.
Sounds like fun. Good luck.
Are you kidding? Luck is my middle name.
This guy's got all the confidence in the world. I hope he doesn't spend all of his money on the gambling ship, though. We're gonna drop some stars in here. Okay, thank you so much, you guys, for the lyric. Let's go, so we really are done with Sam. Probably just about...
Now let's take a look at the report.
Okay. Read at the Overlook or whatever. Because,
Let's go talk to him.
Mostly, how come you closed the case, you lazy son of a gun? It's because there's no murders? Or it's because they have Crash, and so they think that Crash is involved?
We have to
Okay.
Detective Mosley. Hard at work, I see. It's you, God help me.
Knight, I hate to tell you this, but you're out of a book. The Voodoo Murders case has been closed.
I had a feeling you were going to say that, son of a bitch.
You can still do a book. You don't have the inside information. Let's talk to Mosley. We can just talk general to him.
You been feeling okay lately? You look like hell.
Me? I can't sleep at night, what with thinking about the case and thinking about Annie.
I can relate.
Can you really?
Can I ask you about some stuff?
All right, let's ask about
You're the
Black
writer.
Voodoo
Ask
and
away.
Horn and all that stuff.
case status.
Case status. We'll get to that in a second.
And do you know anything about a secret voodoo hound fool?
Oh, come on. Someone's pulling your leg, Knight.
Are you sure?
There's nothing secret about voodoo in New Orleans. There's a museum, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, but that's the stuff they want you to see.
You're getting mighty paranoid, Knight.
Do you know anything about veves?
What?
Veves. They're ritualistic patterns used in voodoo. You know, like those marks we found around the body.
You know what the department says about that, Knight. That voodoo stuff is fake.
These are so
well,
dumb.
they're wrong.
In the game.
These veves.
Maybe not in real life, but
just
in
stop
the game.
worrying about them marks. I don't think they're relevant.
All right, Ian, black voodoo.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
Black voodoo? Sounds like a put on to me.
All right, case status.
What's the status on the voodoo murders case?
It's done.
The case? What case? I told you. The voodoo murders case is closed.
That's right,
You
it's
just
closed.
close it. It's not solved, is it?
Oh, it's solved. Turns out the Chicago Mafia was trying to invade local territory, using Mississippi for drug running now that Florida's so hot. What we had here was a little resistance from local businessmen. Word came in this morning that the Chicago group is giving up and pulling out of New
They
Orleans.
sent us
But
a
that
memo.
doesn't bring the killers to justice.
Well, the boys upstairs seem to figure it this way. Let the slime kill each other. Better the vermin we know than the Chicago vermin, I guess. The attitude in the department is that we've just been done a huge favor. Well, they're probably right.
What about the local cartel? Are you just gonna let them go?
At least they're part of us. We'll deal with them over time, always have. New Orleans is pretty clean that way, you know.
Well, that's the illusion, isn't it?
Look, I'm not totally in agreement here either, but what can I do? These guys are not about to get caught. I'm disappointed about the book, too. Look, next big murder case I get, I'll call you in and we'll do that one up right, okay? In fact, I could probably dig up some old cases and you could spice them up.
No, thanks. Have you ever called the hair club for men?
I'd rather have no hair than your hair, Knight.
How can I convince you to reopen the case?
Look, the department's not interested.
So, couldn't you make them interested?
With what? I've got 7 bodies and still no leads. The voodoo angle's worthless. And besides, these people aren't hurting anybody but out-of-town drug dealers and hitmen.
The voodoo stuff is not worthless. It's the key to the whole thing. And these people are dangerous. They need to be stopped.
Okay. You want me to reopen this case? Prove what you just said.
What do you mean?
You need to prove there's a legitimate voodoo cult in New Orleans. Prove that they're a threat. Get me a lead on the cult.
Okay. Piece of cake.
Yeah. Is there anything we can show him?
You know those marks you found around the murder victims? This is a reconstruction of the whole pattern.
What makes you think this is an accurate reconstruction?
Well, I borrowed the partial patterns from your police file and did my own tracing of the pattern at Lake Pontchartrain. An architectural artist reconstructed it for me from the partials.
Really? So this is the whole pattern, huh? Well, that's pretty good work, Knight. But that doesn't prove that this pattern is really connected to voodoo.
I picked up this scale at Lake Pontchartrain.
Yeah? Well, what makes you think it's related to the murders?
Well, it was at the crime scene.
Sure. Must be from the only snake in Louisiana, all right. That voodoo snake. Christ.
That's a good point when you think about it. He is going on quite a limb here.
I have this.
That doesn't prove anything.
Alright, let's start showing him stuff. Would you like to see Hans Ritter's phone number?
I have this.
That doesn't prove
okay,
anything.
so now we're down to the
I have this snake bracelet. It's a replica of one used in secret voodoo ceremonies a few decades ago.
Really? What makes you think so?
I got it from an old Creole
And his
lady
badge.
whose
Remember that,
grandmother
Serena?
was
We
an
also stole
acolyte
his
of
badge.
Marie Laveau.
Gabriel. We get these little old ladies in here all the time. That bracelet is probably not genuine, and it wouldn't prove anything if it were.
So, yeah, Mosley doesn't care that the Gabriel stole the file to recreate the pattern. He's happy. He wants to be done with the case, obviously. Mosley, what are you doing?
Mosley was one of those beefy guys in his youth. Now he's getting lumpy.
He's not my type.
We should probably save it.
All right, let us thank goodness you are here to remind me to save as day 4. Serena, did you ever play this one?
Gabriel would prefer to touch as little of Mosley's stuff as possible.
I think, no, I didn't like the don't do it again when you give him the badge. That's what he was like. He's like, don't do it again or I'm going to arrest you. In the book, he's really firm and says, I'm going to arrest you if you ever take my badge again, because he got in trouble with his captain. They didn't include that. The only Gabriel I did was 2.
It's a good one.
It's a great one. I played the
I'll
Beast
let you
Within.
get back to it.
Later, Knight.
I told Chad we should play The Beast Within, especially now that we know how to control the sounds and stuff in the stream and make it a lot better. But I've got all those old videos too. Maybe we'll revisit. It's still, it's like 6 streams at least, or 7.
Well, if you know how to play through the game.
Well, that's the thing. First, that was my first playthrough of it, and so now I think I can play a lot. And the French translation is darn hilarious. Is it really? Okay. Overlook. The other place you mentioned. Oh, let's go to the Overlook. You're seeing something.
4 pairs of binoculars are...
And you know, in the book, they really were more clear about how the artist lost the paper. He actually tossed the artist, and the artist says to please help him get it back. And he sits there and he uses the coupon to get the hot dogs to help the boy get the hot dogs and climb through the gate. But it's a much more smoother and clearer transition. Obviously, they didn't feel that was important when they made the game.
Yeah, there's a few things like how are you supposed to know to talk to Sam and stuff like that? So look around.
I haven't got a clue.
To try to get.
That's Crash. What the hell is he up to with that drummer?
Now, I thought Crash would... Oh, that probably
Crash
hasn't
was the-
happened. I know who he is, but I thought they were going to kill him.
He's still alive right now. So.
For now.
Yeah,
Okay.
Let's go talk to him.
Okay. Time to... Sit. And go to the park. And try to talk to Crash.
And interesting with this game, like the bar stays.
Well,
over the
you
screen
can
the
actually
entire time.
hide the bar. I put it out, but you can actually hide the bar.
A lone drummer beats out a haunting... The drummer is busy. The drummer is...
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember that drummer being there.
No.
Okay, go to the left.
Hopefully in the remastered version they fixed that. Make it a little bit more
Who's that person?
the Gypsy Queen. Right? Is it? Here's Crash.
It appears that Madame Lorelei has returned.
Yeah, okay. Oh. She just doesn't look the same.
You're back. You know, you really freaked me out running off like that. Yoo-hoo! Anybody home?
Stay away from Maria Getty, or you shall pay with your life.
What the hell is going on?
Wow.
What happened? She just disappeared?
She disappeared. Well, yeah, that was really bizarre because it was like, it didn't look like her, and yet he thought it was, and that was a creepy ass message. It's like going into the haunted house and the chandelier. Beautiful chandelier, everything looks great. Get out. You know, kind of scenario going on. They're like, oh, okay, we're gone.
Go around, let's try to find Crash.
Crash, where the hell are you, Crash? I thought the cute girl who belly dances with her snake, how she was called, who was she called? Madame Lorelei. But that was not her. I guarantee it. That was some really weird occurrence. When I think of Lorelei. Come on. Head turns all around. We'll go around again. Like a butterfly, she moves without a sound. I don't think he's here again. He was just here. This is not Crash.
No.
And I thought this was
alone.
Yeah.
Go back up to the overlook.
All right. Maybe we didn't activate something. When she moves. Ooh, ooh, I gotta say.
Oh, go to
Oh. That. Rugged.
Crash is huddled in a pew. He looks seriously ill.
I remember something about him. And quite well. In fact, he's starting to look even more and more and more pale.
Why are you praying?
I'm praying for my life, man.
So a guy who believes in voodoo, but hey, Madame Casino is Catholic and voodoo.
I need to talk to you. Ask you some questions.
No way, man. I'm sick. Let's go away.
Come on. I have to know what you know about these voodoo people.
You don't know nothing about nothing, man. You're so far out of it, you wouldn't understand anything.
And you
Just
touched
like
our
Moses.
goddess.
Go away.
I'm not like Mosley. I know more than you think I do. I'll believe you.
Forget it, man.
We're willing to
It's
believe
not worth
you.
my
Show him that snake.
Hang on just a second. Hey Slayer, so how's it going? How's everything doing? Yes, Gabriel O'Brien is doing great. How's the streams been? I just want to do a quick shout out. Okay, Chad's gonna go check on bread, so it's a good time for me to do a shout out. Slayer, lover. Let's bring you front and center, Mr. Slayer. Perhaps. Oh, how about I hit the enter key? That always helps. The heck is this one? Boy, I ask that all the time, but it's seriously.
The bigger they are.
The better they
First
fall.
try, baby. Okay, I'm a little bit overpowered maybe, but still, first try.
Nice. Little bit? What's overpowered? It's overrated. You'll have to share what the game was, though, please. But damn it. How come I lose a follower during my own damn stream? All right. Let's see if this guy, if I can show him a bracelet.
Do you recognize this?
Where'd you get that?
Why? Do you know something about it?
Know
Death's
something about
Gambit.
it.
Gotcha.
Look at this.
Crash opens his shirt and reveals a tattoo.
It's the same snake.
Their
Judy.
sign. The mark of the snake. Without it, they'll never let you get close.
The sign of the snake.
Hi, Cinemasker.
You're tattooing my
Hello.
bracelet. Now, do you believe that I know something about these people?
Yeah. You know about them, I guess.
Did they wound him? Did they like? Or
Well,
he
I'll
just?
try and talk to him.
Okay. All right. Now he believes us. Cinemasker. Hello again. The music reminds. It's a 2D Souls-like game. It's really beautiful pixel art style, and the music reminds a bit of Elder Scrolls. And I'm guessing the music in that game, not in ours. And how you been, Cinemasker? How is everything going? Okay, we're going to talk to this guy, Crash, in the pew.
Will you answer some questions for me now?
Death's Gambit.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
We are
I'll
doing
talk to you
great.
later.
Just enjoying another Sunday brunch with Gabriel Knight and the Sins of the Father. We've
Yeah,
got
drummer.
lots, right? We want to know
I
about the
saw
drummer.
you talking to that drummer. What did you tell him?
You saw me with the drummer? Nobody's supposed to see.
Crash isn't doing very good.
Blow it again. Promise you
See
won't
what
say
I mean,
nothing to no one.
See what I mean,
He'll be
Slayer,
back
about
when everything
Gabriel
does.
O'Brien?
Promise me you won't tell anyone you saw me.
Okay, but you have to tell me everything I want to know.
Okay. Okay. I was sending a message, man. They have these rotter drummers posted around the quarter. They see everything. And they report.
Report? How?
The drums, man. It's some kind of code.
I'm like, what? He doesn't sound Southern. Where's the Southern accent? Maybe come in. All right, tell us about yourself. Let's make him feel warm and comfy.
Tell me about yourself.
Warm and cozy.
Sick. Diet. Eating the big enchilada.
That's what it's called. Eating the big enchiladas. All right,
Rada
voodoo.
Rada drums.
Tell me about the Rada drums.
I went for the voodoo.
I told you about that.
Then why you ask that again?
Now tell me what you know about voodoo.
All I know is these people are into some weird shit. They have power. Real power.
Enchiladas. Me too, Serena.
On a piece of paper.
Kitty makes her homemade tortilla shells and stuff like that. She learned how to do that during the quarantine. Well,
They
the
know things in their
COVID
heads.
self-imposed for most of
Things
us.
that no one
Quarantine.
ever knew about you. They know when you lie. They can smell it. They're fucking scary, man.
They see
I don't
you
know if
when
it's
you're sleeping.
devil or what. But it ain't no fake shit, man. It's real.
It's real. Well, have you seen Phantasmagoria? Ask about the voodoo murders.
Now tell me about the voodoo murders.
Yeah, seriously, now.
They did the
Fuck it up,
murders.
Buttercup.
And that's not the only way they kill. They can get you from miles away. Just by saying your name.
Come on, you don't really believe that, do you?
I seen it, man. You can't cross them.
This looks like an anti-drug after-school special starring Cohen and O'Brien. And
Don't
that
be like
deserves-
Crash.
This is Crash. Score!
Don't be like Crash.
I'm sad Cinco de Mayo was on a Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, and they closed the taco shop. Seriously, rain check. Where's the rain check for some of these holidays? I would like to have them back, okay? Nolans. Mike Cade, are you sure it isn't starring?
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Man, can't you see I'm sick? Don't bug me with stupid questions.
I'm sorry. What can you tell me about snakes?
Do you know anything about snakes?
The eyes. Snake's eyes. Damballa.
Okay, calm down.
This poor guy's seen a lot. St. John's Eve.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
They always met outside somewhere at night. I saw them last year dancing and howling. You don't want to be anywhere near them.
They really kept the guy that kind of like flip-flops his mouth a lot.
Do you have any idea what Cabri sans coeur means?
I never heard of that.
Ghost with horns. A human sacrifice. Marie Laveau.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
I don't know her.
Honest.
Honest.
I didn't do it. She's dead. She's a skeleton sitting in the gravestone. But great, I didn't get any real text, so I'd say no. I didn't either, so I'd say definitely no. Which is fine. Je ne sais. I don't care. It don't matter.
Tell me what you know
Not what
about
I'm
a
here
secret
for.
voodoo hanfour
But
in New Orleans.
All right.
Underground cartel.
This is an underground cartel in New Orleans.
A voodoo cartel.
A voodoo cartel. They control everything that happens on the street. I mean everything. Bought or sold. They have their fingers in the legit world too. Banks, foreign stuff, you name it. There's supposed to be this temple. What you said, a Hound 4. That's their headquarters. I heard people say it's underground. Somewhere in the French Quarter. I don't know where.
Have you ever been there?
Crashed.
No. I've never been in it. I'm a nobody. A runner. But I saw them once. Out at the lake. They became animals, man. Beasts. I remember the eyes. Oh, the eyes.
Hey, are you okay?
He's died.
The eyes. The eyes of the snake.
I think I should go get a doctor.
See, that's the thing.
Hey, are you alright?
Someone! I need help!
The eyes of the snake. Damballa.
Oh. What snake? Crash!
Crash is just...
spasms twice more, then died.
Crash just crashed. Permanently.
Oh, God. Poor bastard.
Okay. I'll look at it.
Okay. We're going to take a look at him. And then I got some comments I can address.
Okay. Inspect him.
Crash's face shows signs of strangulation. His death was not a pleasant one. Crash's body is slumped in the... Crash's body...
Try to like...
Crash's body is...
Shirt.
There's no
Let me
point in
touch
doing that with the corpse.
Okay.
There's no point in doing that with... On Crash's chest is a tattoo of a snake. Gabriel cannot take the tattoo with him.
I guess I better copy this tattoo.
Okay, hold on, guys. Okay. So, so Mike, I thought you get the drugs for free doing the ads. You don't care about the checks. Score. Let's see. I don't do drugs. Okay. Drugs are bad. Okay. I thought then you were young and maybe naive, and you didn't. I was young. I needed the work. There's no point in doing that with the corpse, so don't. Take that out. I know, totally. Take it out of the contest and run with it. And just cause I'm goofy and weird, don't mistake that for doing drugs when I was young. I've never taken illegal drugs in my life. My mom and my dad would have killed my ass. You know it. Okay, so was there anything else on poor... Nah, it's the Sunday brunch. Sunday brunch is... If you knew what I said, then you may smile. If you didn't know what I said, don't worry about it. It wasn't worth worrying about anyhow. All right, how about some stars and bars and things we do in the cars? Wrong gate. All right, Cinemasker, what do you got going on there? You got a purple dragon. I have to bring you front and center. Stream, you do not stream, correct, Cinemasker? Do you stream? Okay, so it looks like you got a little question mark over your head and some flying wings. Do you have any clips out there? If you streamed in the past, did you have any clips? Because we can do clips. We've been doing clips all day long. So let me do see. Immortal Wish.
F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere and anytime at all. Down here in the deep blue sea.